Welcome back to a brand new PTCG live video. Today I'll be showcasing a new way to play Charizard EX with the newly released sets Black Bolt and Light Flare. So with that being said, let's get into the deck list. Let's see which new cards we'll be running. So we do have the entire Charizard line here. We have the 4 Charmander, the 2 Charmeleon, the 2 Charizard EX from 151. We have 2 pretty powerful attacks. With the Brave Wing for the 1 Fire Energy, we can do 60 base damage, and if we have any damage counters on this Pokemon, we can do an extra 100 more damage. And then we do have the Explosive Vortex for the 4 Fire Energies. We can do 330 base damage of this attack, and then discard 3 energy cards from this Pokemon. And then we do run the 2 copies of the Charizard EX from Obsidian Flames. We do have the Infernal Rain ability. When we evolve up this Pokemon from our hand, we can search out our deck for 3 Fire Energies and attach them to our Pokemon in any way we like. And then we do have the Burning Darkness for the 2 Fire Energies. We can do 180 base damage and then 30 more damage for each prize card your opponent has taken. And then lastly, to get energies into play for our Charizard EX from 151, we do have the Emboar line here with the 2 Tepig, the 2 Pignite, and the 2 Emboar here for that Infernal Fandango ability, where as often as you like during your turn, you can attach a basic Fire Energy card from your hand to one of your Pokemon. And then moving on to our trainer cards, for our ace spec, we have the Secret Box. We can only use this card if we discard 3 other cards from our hand, and then we can search out our deck for a item card, a tool card, a supporter card, as well as a stadium card. And then moving on for our stadium cards, we have the 2 Artazon, where once during each player's turn, they can search out their deck for a basic Pokemon with no rule box and put it onto their bench. And then for our supporter cards, we have the 4 Arven for searching out a item card and a tool card, the 1 Iono for draw support as well as hand disruption, and then lastly for our supporters, we have the 4 Professor's Research for some extra draw support. And then for our tool cards, we have the 1 Big Air Balloon, mostly for Emboar. The stage 2 Pokemon this card is attached to has no retreat cost. And then we do have the 2 copies of the TM Evolution. Ideally, we do want to go second on the first turn of the game so that we can use this tool card to quickly evolve up 2 of our benched Pokemon. And then lastly, for the energy cards, we have the 9 basic Fire Energies. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's get into some games here. So yeah, they won the coin toss, they decided to go first, had us go second, and looks like no mulligans either. Looks like they're probably gonna be Gardevoir. Okay, all they get is Psychic Energy. Oh wow, I completely forgot. We don't have any energy cards. Let's see, the Ultra Ball. Okay, so I thought this was going to be a quick game, but they are going for the Ultra Ball. They get Ralts. And yeah, it looks like they're gonna go for the Mind Bend. Luckily it doesn't knock us out, so... Yeah, they had a pretty bad start. pretty bad. Fire energy, yeah, there it is, 1 turn late. Let's evolve up the active. I don't know, get another Charmander maybe? Because we don't have a Tepig. Go for the 360. Pretty sure they're just gonna concede after this. Okay, there's a Tepig now. Curlia, yeah. Okay, they have Fezandipiti, and they research. So they're gonna research, draw 7, and then 3 Fezandipiti. And there's a secret box. Honestly, I was almost positive they were going to concede last turn. Guess not. They put down Artazon. And Earthen Vessel. Looks like they have, what, 2 Psychic Energies and discard. Ooh, interesting. They go for TM Evolution. So they're probably gonna get the Jellicent and another Curlia. Flip the script still. Yeah, and they definitely get those 2. And they do have the Disruptive Jellicent, but I feel like it's kind of late for Jellicent. We already used Rare Candy, so I think we only have 1 more in the deck. So, wow, not that great of a draw. Really? Stack out Curlia. Okay, now we get Arven. And they go into Jellicent. So they definitely have probably the 4 energies they can probably attach for the 4th one. Yeah, there's Ultra Ball for the Gardevoir. Yeah, and that was the 4th Psychic Energy also. There it is. And we definitely have type advantage here. Both Jellicent and Gardevoir is weak to dark. And they research again. Feels like that was the 3rd research they use. Yeah, there's 3 in the discard. Feels like almost they used it every turn. Mew, Monkey Dory. They attach the Dark Energy, so I'm gonna move 30 damage over to us. They got 10 cards in their deck. Ooh, looks like they're gonna guess Charmander. More Psychic Embrace. I guess maybe for the Mew EX. Yeah. I guess we'll go for Iono. Or... no, we'll stay. We'll just knock out Jellicent. Yeah, we just need 2 prize cards now. Yeah, I'm absolutely sure they're gonna attack us with Mew and probably knock us out. Because we already have 90 damage on us. They only need to do, what? 270-ish? Or even less. I think probably 250 even. No, 240. Yeah, they're definitely doing 240. So there goes Charizard. All we have to do is just get another one into play, and hopefully they don't use Iono. It looks like they're pretty heavy on research, but who knows, they could still have Iono in their hand. Wow. That's pretty bad. Yeah, they're gonna move the 60 damage over prior to one of our Charmanders. Yeah, it's all gonna come down to this flip the script here. And the Ultra Ball for Gardevoir. Okay, pretty lucky to get Charizard, but can we get the Arven Rare Candy here? Let's see, flip the script. Yeah, no dice on that. Yeah, let's go for the TM evolution. Oh wow, and they use Iono here. Pretty tough. And just when I thought like they had a research heavy deck, and looks like they don't. Looks like they are still running at least a 2 Iono for hand disruption. It is still really remarkable how much of a comeback they've made, considering the really weak start they had. They just had that one Monkey Dory on turn 1, I believe. Yeah, they're probably gonna go for... they're probably gonna retreat out, actually. I don't know, I kind of feel like the Emboar was a mistake because they could just retreat onto Gardevoir and knock us out. Which is probably exactly what they're gonna do. But it turned out we really did not need the Emboar for this matchup. Yeah, they just go for the Geom hacking. Yeah, this was a pretty insane game. Go into Charizard, do that 600 damage. Because we do 300 base and then times 2. Take the last 2 prize cards. Yeah, there's Night Stretcher and Letter of Encouragement. And they have us go first. Really not the most ideal, but still possible to do well. They got Monkey Dory, so looks like they're gonna be Gardevoir. I don't know, maybe we should get Secret Box here. Or use Secret Box, I mean. Yeah, I think we'll get research actually, and Buddy Poffin and a TM evolution. This could be maybe the Marnie's Grimmsnarl. Interesting, they use Iono. And we do get Ultra Ball. Yeah, they're basically done. Fighting energy. Okay, looks like it is not Barney's Grimmsnarl or Gardevoir. Let's go for the 360, because we do hit them for weakness. I wasn't in a fighting deck. I wonder what kind of fighting Pokemon they're running. Counter Catcher. Ooh, Neutralization Zone and Iono. That's kind of bad because our Artazon is prized, or the other one is at least. Yeah, let's use a Blazing Destruction here, get rid of the stadium, because the Artazon, or the second Artazon at least, is prized, so it could be a while before we actually find it. And yeah, this was like a complete control deck here. They got Shattering Crystal. See, let's see if we take a prize card. I think if it was heads, we wouldn't take anything. So yeah, there's the Artazon. They go into Ogerpon. Oh wow, and they play Iono. Let's get Emboar and Charmeleon. Because they're definitely a control deck. They're trying to wall us out now here. Yeah, they're gonna probably take a while. They play Crispin. I get Psychic and Fighting. Hopefully they don't gust us. Okay, there's the Demolish. Yeah, that was just mostly to thin out the deck also. Play Arven. Ooh, they get the counter catcher. It's a good thing they didn't get it last turn. I could have gusted Charmeleon and knocked it out. Okay, we have Letter of Encouragement. That's basically what we needed here. We can go into Charizard. Get the 3 energy cards. Go for the 330. Yeah, there we go. Another 2 prize cards. Let's see. Okay, nothing too useful other than Fire Energy. And now they got Mew EX. There's nothing they can really do. They could knock us out, of course, but we do have Charizard on the bench, so... And looks like they have the Glamora EX also from Obsidian Flames. Yeah, let's go into Charizard. Last prize cards, because we do hit them for weakness, 540 damage. There we go, last 2 prize cards of the game. Research and Fire Energy. There we go. And we do get a mulligan. So yeah, we won the coin toss, decided to go second, and we did take 1 mulligan. Looks like our opponent didn't take any. Okay, really not the best starting hand. So we're just gonna have to research here. So yeah, we took 2 mulligans here. So they're using the Virizion from White Flare. Could have the Scovillain maybe? I don't know. And they have Charizard probably. They get their Charizard on turn 2, so that's pretty crazy. So I guess they're gonna retreat on to knock us out. No, they go for the 30. And let's use Secret Box. Get Night Stretcher. Or on maybe Ultra Ball actually. See, we get a Charmander. I guess that works. Let's see, they're into Capsicid. So are they running both fire and grass in the same deck? Looks like it. Slightly spicy. And we are burned now. Yeah, nothing too useful here. No, I guess we'll get Charmander. Ultra Ball. Okay, so we get to heal from burn here, and they won't be able to knock us out because I think they do what, 240. So they're up to 300. We'll be up to 300 damage. I mean, they play Precious Trolley. Still kind of wondering what kind of deck this is. Both fire and grass. Looks like they got a Bulbasaur, another Capsicid, Snivy or Snivy, and then a Virizion. Yeah, we should have switched down to the other one. See, let's research. Oh, that's so bad. I can't believe we could not get a rare candy here. We're doing 210. That's like 13 cards left in the deck. Yeah, Burning Darkness again. Yeah, let's get Night Stretcher for the Charizard. I don't get it. We couldn't find one rare candy. That's 9 cards in the deck, and we run 3 rare candies, I believe. We didn't find one of them. Can't make this up. Are they prized? No. Let's see, I feel like there's not much they can do here. They could have the Scovillain EX and potentially hit us for weakness. They have Reshiram EX. And then they just play Gita. Yeah, they basically lose this. Too bad we can't use our counter catcher here. And there's rare candy. Like literally when you don't need it, you get it. And one was prized. That didn't help. So it's most likely 2. 2 rare candies in the deck. We get the third energy. I think they do like what, 380 here? Yeah, let's go for the 330. Don't even need to go for flip the script. Take the last prize card of the game. Yeah, there we go. There's a Tepig. There we go. Well, those are all the games. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.